To understand why Americans and Texans are not finding good paying jobs, we need to look at what's been done by our government. If we look at Governor Abbott here he is throwing a Diwali party. Any Americans there? Texans? Has he ever done this for Texas workers? I don't think so. And Senator Cornyn, he's running again for re-election to represent you as Texans in Texas. Yet he goes on the record saying Indian Americans are driving Texas growth. Americans and Texans would be driving growth if we could get hired. They won't hire us. And then we have the President of the United States of America, a man that coined the term MAGA for Make America Great Again, who will not even stand up for Americans in America. President Trump, we have many people unemployed that have the skills your employers say they can't find. But if you won't talk to us, we can't prove it. How about you get off your rear end and put Americans back in the Make America Great Again?
The H-1B visa, the lifeline for thousands of skilled foreign workers in the United States, is once again at the center of debate. This time, President Donald Trump has surprised many by defending the very visa program his administration has been cracking down on. In this video, we'll break down what Trump said, what's changing for H-1B applicants, and why Indian workers, who form the backbone of America's tech talent, could feel the impact most. Speaking to Fox News' Laura Ingraham, Trump appeared to soften his stance on aggressive immigration reforms. When asked if his administration was planning to deprioritize H-1B visas, Trump said, "You do have to bring in talent." When the host countered, "We have plenty of talent," Trump sharply responded, "No, you don't." He elaborated further, saying the U.S. lacks certain specialized skills, especially in sectors like defense and technology. Quoting Trump, "You don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, 'I'm going to put you into a factory. We're going to make missiles.'" Indian workers remain the largest beneficiaries of the H-1B program, receiving more than 70% of all approved visas in 2024. This dominance is largely due to a backlog in processing and a strong pipeline of highly skilled professionals from India in sectors like information technology and engineering. But Trump's latest comments come amid his administration's fierce criticism of the program, and after a major policy move that stunned employers. In September, Trump signed a proclamation imposing a $100,000 application fee for new H-1B visa petitions, a steep increase aimed at discouraging misuse. Adding to the pressure, the U.S. Department of Labor recently launched at least 175 investigations into potential abuses of the H-1B visa program. This initiative, known as Project Firewall, targets companies suspected of exploiting loopholes to hire cheaper foreign labor for specialty occupations, from IT and engineering to healthcare. Meanwhile, the crackdown has found support from several Republican leaders. In October, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced that he was directing state universities to end the use of H-1B visas altogether. He argued that jobs currently held by foreign visa holders should be filled by Florida residents. DeSantis questioned, "Why are we bringing people in to assess our accreditation on an H-1B visa? We can't do that with our own people." He described the practice as cheap labor, urging universities to reassess their hiring practices. Days later, the White House reiterated that President Trump's reforms are meant to put American workers first. Officials emphasized that while the administration values foreign talent, its primary goal remains protecting domestic employment. The administration has also vowed to fight a growing number of lawsuits filed against its H-1B visa crackdown, signaling that the immigration battle is far from over. So while Trump now acknowledges the need for skilled foreign professionals, his policies continue to send mixed signals, balancing between protectionism and pragmatism. For thousands of Indian tech workers and companies depending on cross-border talent, the coming months will reveal whether Trump's words translate into policy relief or tougher barriers ahead. You've been watching the Indian Express. For more in-depth updates on global policy, immigration, and the economy, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Indian Express YouTube channel.
Americans are hurting. Texans are hurting. The people of Ohio are hurting. Every state. The formerly upper middle class, high skilled workers are losing everything. Homes, families, can't find work, can't get hired work. If you're over 45 and you're considered overqualified, that's the kiss of death in America. How about we put America first, which means Americans first? Isn't it time? My name's Virgil Beersville. I'm running for the United States Senate to replace Senator Cornyn. I approve this message.